Hi friends, we are going to kids' Christmas party and let the festivities begin. I feel like this will probably be the first of 10 Christmas performance / parties. I am just going to kind of do some basic makeup today, but a really easy clean face. Ophir has a 40% off sale on their face products like foundation, primer, lots of good deals. They also have a code I40 if you needed eyeshadows, just whichever one kind of fits you better as far as their codes go. But I'm just priming my face. I already did my skincare this morning and just priming my face. I use their dewy primer, and what it does is it's going to help your makeup like have something to sit on top of. So I'm going to go in and use the shade Coriander. Good morning. Did everybody have a good weekend? Yesterday, Adam's mom watched the baby and the big kids were at their dad's, and we were like gonna go for a drive. We went and got some breakfast, and we really didn't have any plans. And I was like, is it so lame if we go home and take a nap? We took a 3.5-hour nap. Like, I had set an alarm for like 6 o'clock. So didn't go to sleep well last night because we'd taken a 3.5-hour nap, but we were just both exhausted. I feel like this is kind of like a crazy time of year. We normally don't ever like not have at least a kid. We have 4, and so we normally have at least a couple with us. And so if you haven't like taken a nap lately and you feel kind of grouchy or tired, like take a nap. Oh my gosh, this is the best nap ever. Like a guilt-free nap. Like, I give you permission to rest your body. It's so good. As someone who struggles with feeling very lazy if you nap, it's just good for you. Your body will thank you. Okay, going in with the shade Coriander. So our elves have been kind of lazy lately. They've just been tired elves. And my youngest, who is still like full elf, well, I guess she's not technically the youngest. The youngest is 1, but the youngest middle, Lola, she's 9. And so she was like yesterday, like, our elves haven't been leaving notes. Like, in the years past, they've always like been a little more elaborate and left notes and, you know, all these things. And so last night I busted out like the flour and a powder, like a sifter, and put flour all over the counter and have them like make snow angels and put out like little Hershey Kisses. And I had another one like jumping out of the bag of flour, and then like a note that said, sorry for the mess, we missed the snow. And she was like overjoyed, just with glee of the mess that I had made for her. And I was like, so if you're looking for an easy one that your kids are like, wow, that was a good one, a little bit of flour on your counter is a good one. I just feel like there's just so much to do this time of year. And a lot of it I feel like put on myself. It's like my fault. I've created these like expectations from my kids that are like, these are so fun, such fun memories. And I do, they are fun memories. I think I've just been like tired. Anybody else tired this year? Maybe more, I don't know if it's surgery, post-surgery, if it's just 4 kids that are just all so busy. Like, we have a basketball game this afternoon. Like, I don't know, it's just, it's busy. I'm like, Mama Elf is tired. I did get my hair highlighted. I got it done on Friday, and I'll show it to you without a headband here in a second. It's like the first stages of, I can't make up my mind if I'm going light or dark. So she had only done a temporary brown color this last time because she was like, you always want to go light after you go dark. And so it was like, okay, you can either decide, do you want to go dark and then you'll be dark for a while, or do you want to try and go light for a little while? So, so I'm more caramel right now. So it's like phase 1, and in 2 weeks we'll lighten it up just a little bit more so it's not like as, you know, orangey. But since I have naturally really dark hair and I processed really dark hair, kind of have to do it in phases so I don't fry my hair off. But yeah, so I'm gonna go a little light. How's the personal training going? Okay, so I went 2 days last week, could barely move my body, and today I go again today, before I have kid pickup. Then Adam's gonna take the girls to the game, and then I'm gonna work out at 4:30, and then I'll meet him at the game right before it actually begins. So that's how I'm fitting it in today. It's only a 30-minute session, which I feel like my body probably can't handle more than that. But it was like today, I was like, oh, I'm not so, the first day I literally couldn't move. And today I feel really good and I'm excited about it. Just trying to like work on new habits, and we've been eating really healthy, and I don't know, it's going good so far. Okay, I'm gonna blend this in, don't worry friends, just kind of putting it where I want it, and then I just blend. So I use Ophir's bronzer in the deepest color. It is really forgiving. It's really easy to use. It's a really good color. If you accidentally get too much on your forehead, like too far down, just take your foundation brush and kind of swipe over your edges. And I mean, it's just a great bronzer, but really forgiving. So I think that that's so good, because some bronzers are not forgiving, meaning they're kind of hard to move around. And this one is not. It's really easy. Let me see how snatched. So today is something that their kid, like the school does. It's called Christmas in the Barn. And it's like they bring in farm animals and like little hot cocoa stands and like gifts kids can buy their parents, and they have like a little bonfire, and it's a really fun thing every year. And I'll be honest, like, I'm just real life working mom, I haven't ever gotten to go. So it's either been I've had like a sponsored live that day or content that was due. Like I just haven't ever, I go to a lot of their things, but this is like the 3rd year that, and so Lola was like, well, you said last year you would go this year. And I was like, I did say last year I would go this year. And so I don't have anything today. I mean, I have work to do, but I don't have like that I cannot shimmy or work around. And so I'm gonna go to that, and we're gonna take Veda. Adam's gonna go with me, and we're gonna take Veda because they have like donkeys and sheep, and they tell like the Christmas story, and I'm excited. I like don't like to miss anything, and having 4 kids, I feel like it's like literally impossible to go to everything always. Sometimes it's just not even possible because they're both playing at the exact same time. Like we have to divide and conquer. And so, but I do always feel so bad if I like can't make it to something. So I'm really excited today to get to go to that. It's hard to juggle like working and kids sometimes. All right. So going in here with Ophir's Apricot. It is such a pretty color. If you've worried like what kind of blush goes really well with red, it actually is super complimentary. I'm gonna just put this on my eyes. The code FACE40 will save you 40% off. So and I'm just using face products on my eyes so that you guys could, if you're looking for different ways to use your blush or your bronzer or anything, this would allow you to kind of have more things you could use it for, but you could use that code. Okay, going in with a little bit of bronzer right here. If you want links for the headband or the sweatshirt, Susan, if you just drop the word me below, I actually got this for my girls and they don't want it. They're at that age. Like, you know, they still wear, like, one of them still wears unicorns on their shirts. So I got it for them. They are not like in love with it, and I personally am in love with it. I'm like, it is so cute. So I've done a mother takeover, which is where something I intended for them I've now taken over for myself, and I'm gonna wear it today. I even offered, I was like, do you want to wear this today to school? And they both said no, and I was like, do I want to wear this today to school? Yes, I think I do. Veda got up twice last night. I don't know why. But then this morning, she did sleep in. And so that was really lovely. Makes up for being up for a couple hours last night. She also peed and poo-pooed in the potty. Like on her own, said she needed to go, and then went on the potty. She's gonna be 2 this month. Is that not like unbelievable? I just don't even know how she's so big, but she is. Okay, let's see. This is just the shade Chocolate, and it's just Ophir's Brow little tint. Has little fibers in it, and just kind of put it on exactly where my brows are, and it just shapes them. Just a little brow shaper. Quick and easy way to do that. Do you want a red lip today, or what are we gonna do for lips? Let's look and see. Find my mascara. Okay. This is the Smudge Proof Comfortable Mascara by Ophir. They also have a waterproof, and oh no, this is kind of like a, hang on, I feel like this one's like a dried out. It's a waterproof. I don't really want waterproof. Another waterproof. I'd rather have waterproof than not. So their waterproof is like literally waterproof. It's made for mermaids. It is like you could go swim in a triathlon and it is not going to budge. I do use Erase Pre-Cleanser from POMIFERA to get it off. It like literally melts it away. Or you could use coconut oil or anything. You'll definitely want to use something to help get it off if you use waterproof. But today I'm not going swimming. I'm not doing anything that I need a waterproof mascara for. So we're gonna see if I can make this work. This is the comfortable smudge proof one, but I need to order another one because it looks like I am drying out, folks. Had it for a while. I've used it a lot. Let's see if we can, you know, when you pull it out and it makes that nice little pop, and you're like, this is a good mascara. And then as it's like a couple months in, you're like, oh no. It still kind of makes a sound. Oh, Meredith, that's awesome. So I learned how to do makeup. I never really was good at it for like the first 10 years of my adult life. But I learned by watching tutorials and learning different techniques and tips and tricks, and I absolutely love makeup tutorials. And then I love sharing little things, especially like being a mom and being busy, and I just love like learning little things that make my life easier and sharing that. To be like, okay, you don't have to have 47 products with you. Like here, like today, for example, is a really simple look. I want more kids. Some days I do. Today, like this week, it's just been a lot. This, I don't know, here lately I feel like, but there's like a piece of me that feels like in 10 or 15 years, I don't think you hear people that are like, oh, I really regret that I had that last baby. And then Adam has only ever had this baby, you know, the big kids were older when I met him, and they were like 4, 6, and 9. And so he just like has loved Veda being a baby. We both have. I mean, I love babies, obviously. And he has too. And he's like, I just can't imagine this being the only time I experience this. Like, we have to have another baby. And Veda to have somebody like her age to play with so she won't be like all alone. So it's like a conflict. Then we have days where we're like, oh my gosh, what are we thinking? Like, we're thinking we want to try and have more kids one day. What? So I'm not trying anytime soon for, I don't know. We even talked about it yesterday of being like, okay, I think we should kind of evaluate over the next year. And if we just feel like, yes, for sure, this is definitely, then we try. If not, we may not. I don't know. We're still undecided. I'm 34, so I'm still pretty young. And Veda's still little, so I feel like we have a little time, but not a decision to rush into. And then there are definitely days where I'm like, how would we do that? Can you hear her in the background? Yeah, she keeps going, hody ho ho, hody ho ho, because she wants to hold Santa. So cute. Like, I love having a baby. I think there's just like the reality that they're a lot of work. Right? But at the end, it's like they are a blessing. We walked into Jason's Deli last night, and they had like a big Santa display, and she walked in and she goes, "Can I hody ho ho?" Like, and the guy was like, "What?" And I was like, "She wants to know if she can hold your Santa." So, but it was like hanging from the ceiling. So I can't really hold their ho ho. Sorry. Okay, there we go. You and your siblings are all 3 years apart and you're super close. You love growing up in a big family. See, I love that. You're 37 and you want a baby? Yes. Oh, and don't forget they grow up and rip your heart out. Oh no. I do feel like watching them, especially like, so Christian will be 15 this month. And I just feel like, how is it possible you're so big? Or so grown, or all of the things. But he is. He's really growing. It's like taller than me. And, you know, it's like you're going to be driving at some point soon. Ugh. At some point really soon. I just can't. Okay, we're going to do a red lip. Because it's a good day for a red lip. I'm going to use the shade Crimson. This Veda got a hold of, so it is broken. But you know when you have a good lipstick that you're like, I'm not throwing it away. Like, I'm going to keep it, and it's going to be a wobbly lipstick. Because I can't help it. I have children. So here we are. Yours will not come in wobbly, but if you give it to a 1-year-old, that might happen. Aww. I love hearing y'all's stories, like about your kids, how many kids you have, like 17, 12, 7, and a 4.5-year-old. The age gap is perfect. Laura, you're about to be a grandma. So exciting. Thank you, Kathy. That's so sweet. I think we put a lot of pressure on ourselves, right? Like there are days where like you don't feel like a good mom. Like you're like, I dropped the ball on this, or we're like having to spray down a wrinkle release on this because it didn't make it like into the dryer to fluff again, or maybe it's not even clean, who knows, you know, like, or you're like, oh, this, and like I crushed it here and the project got submitted, but then I forgot this. And so I think it can be really hard to be like hard on ourselves, but kind of acknowledge that like everybody is like on, if you have kids, you're on that, or grandkids, or yeah, animals, or what, like that you were spinning, trying to like juggle all of the things of life. And we just have to be like easy on ourselves, easy on each other, like trying to work through, like give yourself grace that you would give a friend to yourself, which I give out so much grace to others. And then for myself, sometimes I struggle to be like, oh, I can't believe I forgot that, or kind of thing. So, okay, my friends, this is going to be how we go today. I'm not going to do my hair. I don't have time, but my makeup is done, and I love like a really fun red lip. Makes it nice and festive. Don't be intimidated to wear the red lip. They're just so fun, especially this time of year. So I'm gonna go party at the barn. I'm gonna shave my chin hairs really quick. Should have done that before, but it's never too late. Okay, because you don't want to go with chin hairs. All right, I hope you guys have a good day, and happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Bye, you guys.